Let's talk about Blessing Okoro, popularly known as Blessing CEO. What happened is not just about one woman, or one stunt, or one controversy on social media. It's actually a mirror that shows us something about how we all reason in this era of the internet and constant information. What that incident happened, when it happened, right? A lot of people reacted emotionally. And then they were angry. People were entertained. People were quick to insult or defend. But very few people paused to ask themselves a very deep question, which is why something like that could capture so much attention and trigger such intense reactions in the first place. Because what it really exposed was a blind spot in our collective reasoning. Social media has created an environment where attention has become currency. And the louder it is, the more outrageous it is, or the more shocking it is, the faster it spreads. And the more engagement it receives, which means that over time people begin to perform for attention rather than speaking from truth or responsibility, right? And we're without realizing it, the audience become participants in a cycle by rewarding whatever stimulates their emotion the most. What many people condemned in Blessing CEO is actually something we tolerate when it comes to, or when it comes from larger systems of power, like the government, institutions, and public figures. Because it's the same pattern, it's the same style. Dramatic narratives are created, public attention is redirected, emotions are stirred up, and while people are busy arguing online, reacting, defending positions online, the issues are not tackled. When people are constantly exposed to controversy, outrage, and emotional stimulation online, something begins to happen psychologically, right? The mind gradually loses its ability to pause for a minute and analyze the situation, right? And instead, you begin to react automatically, almost like a reflex, which means reasoning becomes shallow, right? And responses become impulsive. And over time, society becomes easier to manipulate because people are responding emotionally rather than thinking critically. Now, this is not only in Nigeria, this is seen everywhere in the world that we live in. By we, I mean human beings. The global information space rewards spectacle over substance, outrage over reflection, and speed over wisdom, which means that many of the things we criticize in individuals are actually symptoms of a much larger cultural pattern, okay? That social media has intensified. Now, we as a society created Blessing CEO. So when we talk about this issue, it shouldn't be, just a moment for mockery or moral superiority. It should be an opportunity for reflection. Because the question is not, why did she do what she did? The question is, why did millions of people immediately react the way that they did? Right? Why are we so easily pulled into emotional storms online? And how often do we stop to question the narrative that we have in front of us? As Shishan Wellness and Consultancy, conversations like these matter because mental wellness is not only about personal emotions or private trauma, okay? It's also about how our minds interact with the environment around us, including the digital environment that shape how we think, what we believe, and how we respond to the world. If we do not become aware of these blind spots in our reasoning, then we remain vulnerable, not only to social media manipulation, but also to the same kind of narratives that our governments, institutions, and powerful voices use to shape public perception. I hope you're getting my drift. We need to wake up and realize that in a world driven by attention and emotion, the ability to slow down, question what we see, and think critically may be one of the most important mental skills we need to protect